welcome to BioS3 Raw TV. I like doing these videos that are a little bit different. Now, this is not just a fitness channel. It's not just about gaining muscle, losing fat. If you actually go and look in the description, it says right in there vlogs, lifestyle, etc. It is rather a fitness lifestyle, but lifestyle means that there's more things than just the working out that goes into it, because mental health, that's included in there too. So I've been getting some really good feedback with, and I know a lot of people have stopped watching these videos because they're like, I only want to know how to get swole. Well, you know what? I got 1,000 other videos that tells you how to do that. And I only want to get really lean. I got 1,000 other videos that tell you to do that. I got videos covering every topic. There is nothing left to cover and how to get bigger and how to get leaner, period. Literally, there's nothing left. Everything training-wise, there's videos of me training. There's descriptions of different training. I mean, you name it, we've covered everything. So the things that I boil down to now is trying to help people become more focused mentally, to use that mental focus towards their goals, which are in the gym, but also are outside of the gym as well, because, you know, the gym is just a small part of your day. You know, your overall life and how your life impacts your gym performance absolutely is a real thing. Like, whatever you do outside of the gym is going to impact what's going on in the gym. Many people just can't leave everything out of the gym, go to the gym, shut everything down, focus. But if you learn mentally to let go of some of the stuff that's going on out there, when you enter the gym, you're able to shut everything out and focus. And that's what I really like about my personal workouts. When I train by myself, I have people all the time like, Jerry, can I catch a workout with you? And I'm like, look, if I'm in an expo and I have like 2 or 3 hours to be in the gym and fuck around, that's cool. But when I'm by myself and I'm training myself, literally, I got about an hour to an hour and a half tops to get my workout in. And if you're training with someone else, the little bit of banter that goes on, it drags it out. I don't have the time. I literally have to be in and out of the gym to be at my next appointment to train my clients. So it's very hard to fit that in. So I need to go in the gym and I need to focus from the minute I get in the gym till the minute I get on the treadmill to do my cardio till I'm out the door. Like, I can't really just sit back and not focus. I don't have that luxury at this point. Someday, hopefully, I'll be able to spend 2 or 3 hours in the gym, 4 hours in the gym, and able to train with people and have people meet up and stuff like that would be awesome. But right now, it's just kind of not a thing. So focusing mentally on getting your workouts done, efficient, in getting out of there so you can recover and grow is very, very important. Now, one of the things I want to talk about today, which will help you with your mental focus, is a lot of stuff that goes on in social media nowadays. And I don't understand. I think people now are trying to kind of categorize things that are going on, and people are getting it. Like, now the first thing that when I read something, I see something online, the first thing I think, is this really true? Like, the first thing that comes to my mind is it's probably fake. That's sad, because the internet has so much information that questioning whether or not it's real, it's like when you go to an encyclopedia and you open an encyclopedia, you don't question out whether it's real. You know the information is real. Now, with the internet, there's so much bullshit, you have to question it. So people are starting to realize things that go on the internet are not really what they seem, or they're not really what goes on in real life. Now, that being said, we'll get into what this video is about. So there was, for a long time, and nowadays it's not really the same. Nowadays people are deleting, blocking, they're controlling their own social media, whereas before they let other people control their social media. Before it was like, if you put up a post, somebody didn't like it, they would just fucking tear you up and you would have to take it. You'd be like, oh my God, I have to fucking take it. Because if you block them, they would absolutely make another account, which is very weird in itself, and come on there and say, fuck you, you blocked me, I'm back, blah, 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 blah. And then other people would say, well, if you're on social media, you just have to have thicker skin, right? You just have to have thicker skin. And that's true. You have to have a certain degree of thick skin, but there are also things that you don't have to put up with abuse either, right? So one of these abusive things is people coming on your Instagram, social media, whatever, right? And saying like the fucking most outlandish, rude, fucking just bad things that you're like, what the fuck? Like, you look at it and you want to wash your eyes with soap because you fucking saw something so bad that you want to clean that from your memory, right? And if you fight back with them, which I did in the past, they would say stuff like, bro, I'm just fucking breaking your balls, man. I'm just busting balls. I'm just joking, right? And I'd be like, joking? So what's the punchline? You said some really mean shit about my dog. What's the punchline of that joke? Oh, I was just breaking your balls. Here's the deal, guys. I don't think anyone really believes that these people that are fucking with them are their friends and they're fucking with them to play with them. Like being a friend and joking and busting balls. And, I don't believe that anybody truly believes that that person is doing that to them. But when they say something like, oh, I was just joking around, just busting your balls, right? They're trying to persuade you into thinking, oh, okay, yeah, it's just, listen. The truth is, somebody that busts your balls is a friend of yours. It's somebody you know. The person on the other side of that post, that whatever, they're not friends of yours. They don't know you on the level where they can break your balls. And basically, if you're going to go on someone else's thing and break their balls and you're not friends with them, you should be aware that you might offend them. And they're fully aware that they're offending you because they're trying to offend you, right? But you as an individual look at it as like, well, I'm fucking offended by that. Why the fuck would this person say that? And they try to make you feel like if you do anything, like if you fight back, you're an asshole. If you block them, you're a pussy. You can't take it. Like no matter what you do, and if you just fucking leave it there, oh, they'll just fucking come after you nonstop. So there really isn't a way that you can win. But here's the deal. When someone attacks you like that, and they don't know you and they're not your friend, they think that they can get away with it by just saying that they're joking, right? And that's not a fact. They're not joking. They're saying it to try to hurt you. They don't know you from a hole in the wall. They tuned in and saw you doing something that may be good, right? Good for other people, good for you, good for the public, good for whoever that's watching. You're giving out good information. You're helping people. And they said, well, we're going to put a stop to this. Like, this is no good. I don't like his fucking tone. I don't like his haircut. I don't like his fucking beard. They'll find a way to not like you because that's just what fucking people do, right? And because of that, they'll say really mean or rude shit to you. And then if you say something back to them, which you should never say anything back to them. You should never say a fucking word. You should just leave it alone. And I learned the hard way. I used to indulge these trolls and argue, and I actually had a bit of fun with it at one point until I just realized, like, you know, I was thinking about the next things I was going to say when someone said something while I wasn't even online. Like I was, you know, at work or whatever, and I was thinking about like, well, if somebody says this about the dog, I'm going to say this. If somebody says this about my girl, I'm going to say this. If somebody says this about my chandelier, I'm going to say this. If somebody says this about my backpack, I'm going to say this. Like I was thinking of comebacks, and I realized I put a lot of energy into coming back with comebacks, right? And I was like, well, this is not really doing any good. I'm like competing with other people that I don't know to see who can insult each other the most. And I kind of stepped back and I was like, that's pretty fucking dumb. Like, why am I doing this? Like, it's not benefiting me. It's not benefiting them. Well, it is benefiting them because they enjoy it. Like, they get pleasure from it. It's like going out with your buddies and having a beer. This is their way of having a beer. They get online and fuck with somebody they don't know so that person can interact with them and then they feel good about it. They go, oh, fucking, you know, Jerry fucking talked to me. And it's like, what the fuck? You could have said, hey, Jerry, good job, keep it up. And I said, hey, thanks. I'm still going to fucking talk to you, right? But they force their hand to try to be seen, and they do it in a negative way. And a lot of times that will affect other things in your life negatively, which means if you're doing this shit before you go in the gym and you're arguing with somebody on that fucking social media, like, fuck, this motherfucker's making fun of my shoes or whatever, right? And then you walk into the gym, you don't just let that go. Subliminally, you don't let that go. Like, you try to focus and stuff, but that anger is still there. And a lot of times you have that anger, you walk in the gym, you wind up getting hurt. A lot of times, I talked to a friend of mine, Dave Taylor, who's actually been doing a lot of research on this, and he says before a major injury, 99% of the time, something really dramatic, traumatic, or bad has happened to somebody within the last 24 hours. And they have these research teams that are working on this to try to figure out what the connection is where this negativity that throws you off mentally before you enter the gym can injure you. And I kind of stepped back and I was like, you know what? I did have a huge stressful situation the day before I tore my pec. That was crazy. And then I started asking other people. I said, hey, the time that you get injured doing this, did you have something like, oh yeah, I had this thing at work, man. Like, they busted my balls. I had to work a fucking 20-hour day. And you're like, holy shit. Like, or me and my wife were fucking battling that whole week. And then I fucking tore my quad. And that set everything off. It was never just like I walked in, my nutrition was right, everything was good, I was in a good place, I got enough sleep, and I fucking tore my pec. It never happens like that. It's usually moving too quick through warm-ups, which is something that a lot of people do when they're angry. When they're angry, when they're running short on time, thinking about stuff outside the gym, like, oh, I gotta be here at this time, they rush through warm-ups, they get hurt. Or they do, they're like, oh, they build up too fast, they pyramid up too fast, which is not necessarily warming up. Or they might skip warm-ups and jump right into the workout because they're short on time. They're thinking of what's outside of the gym. So I want you guys to realize that whatever goes on outside the gym is gonna be going on, it's gonna be there. Like, my phone usually stays at the front desk, like I don't even take it with me in the gym. If I'm training and I have to film, I'll film like one set, put the phone back in the bag. Like, I don't carry my phone around. I need to be disconnected from that phone, business, friends, even my wife. When she texts me and stuff, if I don't text back, she knows I'm in the gym at that time. And I'll get back to her when I hit the cardio or whatever. But getting your mind right and getting away from the social media and the aggravation and the whatever is going on outside the gym absolutely affects what's going on inside the gym. Now, here's what's even more screwed up. What's happening inside the gym is going to affect what happens outside of the gym afterwards. So what that means is when you walk in the gym and you train, perfect example, right? We'll do a little story time here. So take it back to 21 or 22 years old, very young still, young chap, been on steroids for about 2 years, growth hormone, you name it, insulin, I was using everything at that point. And I go in the gym and I hit 405 for 10 reps on the bench and go up to right up to 495 and hit 495 for one, right? No bench shirt, just these fucking cheesy wrist wraps that I had. My friend spot me above me, Joe, boom. When I left the gym that day, what do you think happened the rest of the day? The rest of the day I was walking on a cloud. I felt like $1 million. Like I couldn't have felt any higher off any drug I ever took in my life than I felt from that day, blowing past my previous best and almost hitting the 500-pound mark on the bench, which I knew was a big mark. What do you think my mindset was like? For like 2 or 3 days, I was extremely happy. I was so on cloud 9 that it was just incredible. Now, the same thing happened when I tore my pec, except it was the opposite outside the gym. When I tore my pec, what happened in the gym rolled over, and of course I couldn't move my arm and stuff, but my mental state from what had happened in that gym, getting that major injury, affected me for weeks. And I was even back in the gym training, still doing business, still training my clients, but it was affecting me for weeks. So be aware, guys, what you do outside the gym affects what you do inside the gym. What you do inside the gym affects what you do outside the gym. It's all connected. And you have to learn how to control outside and inside, keep them separate, right? Let them blend together when they need to, but keep them separate and realize that the gym is your kind of, I don't want to say like your church, or most of us, it's like our church, it's our happy place, it's our comfort room, it's our, our place that we go, that we work on ourselves to become better at what we're doing. And when that goes poorly, it usually affects what's going on outside the gym. So when you get there, do everything you can to concentrate on the task at hand. Block everything out that's going on outside. Get rid of it. Just shit can, all the stuff that's going on out there. If your mom's mad at you, if your wife's mad at you, if your husband's, they're going to be mad at you afterwards anyways, okay? So get in there, focus, put the headphones on, pull the hat down low, pull the hood up, right? Really focus on what's going on. Try to block blinders like a horse as much as you can block out. Stare at the floor. Don't look at people, because people will, they'll kind of throw your attention span off. Get down there, look at the floor, do what you got to do. When you're done, leave that in the gym, okay? No more intensity like that. Take that intensity, leave it at the gym, right? That special intensity that you have specifically for the gym. It's not the intensity that you apply to the rest of your life. That is specifically for there. It's balls out for 90 minutes. Done. You don't have to, sustain 10 hours of that like when you're outside of the gym. It's a different type of intensity. But when you're in there, focus, get it done, because you only have one shot. It's like banging a nail in. Once you bang the nail in, you don't have to keep banging. You leave it. The nail's in. So the gym is the nail. Bang the nail in, then leave. Then the next time when you come to the gym, you have a new nail. Bang that nail in, leave. Eventually you have the house, which is your physique that you've built over time of nailing in nails over and over again in these boards. And whatever happens outside the gym, happens outside the gym. Just leave it at the door. I'm telling you guys right now, you will be so much happier. Your mind will be in such a better place. You'll get such better gains or such better fat loss. Everything will be overall better. And even your outside life will be better when the gym can take away some of that edge of the shit that's going on out there and make you feel a little better about your day and better about yourself, what's going on. And then you go outside of the gym, you carry that with you. It changes your day. It changes your attitude. It changes the trajectory you're on for that day, maybe even for the week. But the bottom line is it's a positive thing. The gym should be a positive thing, taking you to new levels of discovering things about yourself, not just physically, mentally. BiostreetTraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.bodybuilding.com is the blog. It's the mentality bicep, and we are out.